Hey everybody! I'm here today to show you and tell you how to keep a ponytail up. This will be a tutorial for keeping it in place, and I'll keep it very short, sweet, and simple, okay? I'm going to actually come into the camera frame right now. I'm going to take a seat over here. I'm going to flip my camera screen out so I can see what you all are seeing. Now, essentially, when you're tying a ponytail, it's not that easy, or it doesn't seem easy to keep it in place. You tie the ponytail, and then a few hours later, it goes from being up here to down here, okay? Now, there is one simple method that you can use to keep a ponytail up. Keeping it in place is really easy to do. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And then I'll tell you some sort of added bonus tips that will make it a little bit easier as well, okay? So the first method is to actually do a double ponytail, and you're going to double anchor it so it doesn't come down. So essentially you want to start off by just grabbing like the top half of the hair, okay? So I'm going to grab the top half of the hair roughly, try and get a roughly an even line across the hairline, okay, as you can see right here, and you're going to sort of get it out of the way. So I'm going to flip this forward, okay, and what we're left with is the bottom half of the hair right here. I'm going to grab the bottom half of the hair, and I'm going to make a ponytail using just the bottom half, okay, roughly the bottom half. Doesn't have to be exact. Now, as you can see, this hair fell backward, it's totally fine. I still have the bottom half of the hair, okay? So I'm gonna take the bottom half of the hair like this. Let's really get it out of the way like that. Okay, just give me a moment. There we go. Perfect. The mannequin is cooperating right now. So I have the bottom half of the hair, and I'm gonna tie this in a ponytail. Very simple, just get your elastic band or your hair tie, and just tie it a few times. Don't go crazy with the tightness. Just tie it a few times, okay? You will be anchoring it in place, so it doesn't have to be super tight, okay? As you can see right there, we now have a ponytail down here with the lower half of the hair. You can bring this as high or as low as you want. This will essentially be where the ponytail ends up being. So if you want a higher ponytail, then just make sure you set it higher on the hairline, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab all of that extra hair. I don't want to say extra hair, but all of that primary hair on the top that we moved to the front, and we're going to make another ponytail with that hair. So I'm just going to comb it just very briefly on this side over here, just because there's a couple of tangles right there. So now we're going to make a ponytail with this half of the hair up here. Once again, you want the ponytail to be roughly in the same spot where these two will meet, okay? So I'm going to get this rubber band over here. Ideally, you would use the same color hair tie, but I'm using different colors so you can see where they are, okay? So right now you have a few options. When you're making this ponytail on the upper half, when you're about to do the last loop, you can bring the lower ponytail into it and join them together. Or you can complete this upper ponytail and use another hair tie to join the two ponytails together. But I'll show you the easier way, to be honest with you. The more simplistic way is, now that I'm going to do the last loop, I grab this lower ponytail and I join it. I'm joining it with the upper ponytail. So now for this last loop that I'm going to do, when I loop it around and I finalize it, both of the ponytails are there. So what you have is you have a lower ponytail that has been anchored, a higher ponytail that has been anchored, and when they join together, you're essentially bringing the two anchors together, and therefore this ponytail should stay up for a really long time, okay? You can do a little bit tighter in real life with regards to holding the hair up like that, but you know, I'm just trying to demonstrate for you. So that's the first method, and that's probably the most effective way of doing this. Now the other thing is, another bonus tip for keeping a ponytail up in place longer is going to be to essentially do one extra loop with the hair tie. So instead of doing, let's say, 2 loops or 3 loops, you can do an extra loop above one above whatever you were doing before. That'll give it a little bit of a tighter feel, and it will stand a better chance at keeping it in place for longer. And the last thing that you can do, the last bonus tip, is take your hair ties and just move them further in on the hairline. So I take my hair ties and obviously just move it just slightly further in. Sometimes even like a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch will make a big difference because it really keeps everything nice and tight. The reason ponytails sag and fall down is just because as you move, you know, the ponytail is moving as well, which is shifting the hairs slightly out of the ponytail. The hairs are shifting from being on this side of the elastic to this side, okay? We're trying to move the elastic so it's nice and tight, so therefore it will keep all the hairs in place. That's it. That is how to keep a ponytail up. a tutorial for keeping it in place. It's actually really easy to do, and I've shown you how to do it, and I've told you about a few bonus tips. I'll turn the mannequin just so you can really see what it looks like, and obviously you would use the same color hair tie. I just did this so you can see exactly what it looks like. And that is essentially it. And just so you know, I don't know if it matters too much, but if you like this method, be sure to give it a thumbs up, because I am actually a bald guy. So like, I have no hair to do this on, but I learned these methods because I do have 3 daughters that I tie ponytails in their hair all the time. You know, it's a daily occurrence for me. So I learned these little methods, and I figured that I would show them to you. And I also have a son, but he has short hair, so I can't do ponytails with short hair. But anyways, with that being said, if you like this video and you appreciate the fact that a bald guy taught this in this way, just give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and the algorithm would really appreciate it. But yeah, that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.